doing all this business stuff and whatnot, and doing all this community work, we're not doing family work. You gotta really get in tune with really getting back to the family. Like, sit down with your family. You need the space, you need the time, and you need some food.
It ain't that hard to get family together.
Yeah, I'm just tryna run a checkup like a doctor. All of them are acting, need an Oscar. I just want a couple grand and make the family proud. I'm sick of penny pinching like a foster. I need some pension off these writtens. They always want a discount, but don't add on to my discount.
Welcome to another edition of the Lead Your Lineage podcast. Our number one podcast for families seeking the end generational dysfunction. What up, cuz?
What it do, man? Cuz, man, slow motion better than no motion, baby. You know what I mean? Making sure I'm paying attention to the ins and outs of strings and the strings and outs of life, baby.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Navigating through the forest of life, navigating through the journeys, through the aspects that I see with my own eyes, because eyes is what I sees and eye is what I perceive because of what I see through these, these lens, I don't know, man. I just made that up today.
He's a poet.
Nah, cuz that just came off the dome, for real, man.
That's why I said you a poet.
Hey, appreciate it, cuz.
That thing. I got a couple things in my phone.
Cuz, man. Hey, man, blood.
I think I'm about to do some poetry next month, too.
Man, hey, shit.
Run it up.
Write it down, then.
I got some stuff on my journal and on my phone.
Man, do it. Habits is great.
Do it.
That's what, man. You know what? You asked me the other podcast, couple podcasts ago, what should James do? Find a good habit. Don't even grow. Grow was mine. I got a better thing to say. Find your great habit. So if poetry is yours, cuz, do it, cuz. And guess what I want you to do? Poet my ear off, cuz. Shit, be like, hey, cuz, can you listen to this real quick? Even when I say, nah, cuz, I'm tired of it. Go ahead and just drop that bitch.
I got
Go ahead and just drop it. Because I be dropping my habit on you all the day.
I'm gonna start doing a couple on Lead Your Lineage.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. That can be your segment. You know what I mean? How I got the garden. You can shine poet time.
I'm gonna tie it in the Lead Your Lineage and get shine out of it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna figure it out.
You with us? You know what I mean? Shit, we rocking, cuz.
I appreciate that. You know what? I'm rocking. I like that.
Yeah, cuz.
I like that.
Shit, man. That's what I'm saying. If that's what you like doing,
I'm feeling it.
Normally I always fuck with cuz and Joan on them, but nah, fuck all that. If that's what you do, cuz, I'm gonna talk shit about them.
Is that right?
I like talking shit, but I'm gonna like them at the same time because I already know you got it, cuz, man. Do that shit, man. If that's what your habit,
I will.
And speaking of that, because I'm glad you even said that. Guess what I done learned doing my habit, man? Growing the fruits, man. Listen, man. I was expecting my tomatoes and looking at it and all that and letting it grow. And I looked at my plant and I realized it had some fruits on it and it had some small fruits on it, right? And I'm like, man, it need to focus on the fruits. It already has. And I said that out loud, right? You know what I mean? I'm like, man, it's focused on all these little fruits and it's trying to develop these little fruits. And won't you just develop the tomato you got? You got these nice tomatoes. I'm talking to it. I'm talking to it. Like legit talking to it because I talk to my plants.
Absolutely. I do too. I talk to Bruce for sure.
So I'm like, come on, man, it's focus. I said, let these go. I said, matter of fact, I'm going to cut them. And I cut them off. And I said, focus on these, baby. Focus on these juicy babies. You know what I mean? And then I sat down, I was talking to my wife, and it hit me. I said, that's what I need to tell cuz. That's what I need to do in life. That's what I need to do in everything. We be so worried about the little stuff we don't get done. What we need to do with Lead Your Lineage, what we need to do in our marriages, what we need to do in our lives. We need to focus on the ones we already got developing greatly in it. What I mean is, what is great in your marriage? For instance, I'm gonna use my marriage for instance. Our marriage, what is our biggest fruit, quote unquote, one of our biggest tomatoes is our friendship. Instead of working on something that's small and trying to develop that, when we focus on how we can get our friendship even stronger and bigger and grow that fruit even stronger. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All of that. One of our biggest, strongest thing is our consistency. We keep dropping videos, even when we got our life problems going. We need to figure out how to do that better. Get on that better, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's something, you know, normally I don't like talking business on the mic, but I just want people to know, you know, what I'm talking about as far as in develop the fruits that you're great in. You know what I mean? We both are naturally, now this is personally things, we both are personal, not even just with Lead Your Lineage, even outside of our outside life before we was on Lead Your Lineage, how you was at ISU talking and all that. Man, I wasn't at ISU talking all that, but I always was talking and being the great person, you know what I mean? You can feel my presence in the room. I always been like that, you know what I mean? In high school, I was always on the news, and I wasn't even in the news thing, you know what I mean? Had my dances and shit. So that's us, you know what I mean? So we developed that more, and we had this podcast. We always been, you know, natural great speakers. We making our tomato grow more, focusing on the ones we already got. Absolutely. And then the ones that you don't got, now, when those get too big and they fall off, boom, boom, boom. Now those little ones you was growing, baby, and that's what I was telling her. Now those little ones you keep growing right here now, that's when you grow on those. So those can get big and you can focus. You know what I mean? Because the tomatoes you got, if you get those juicy and they drop, boom, you got a good harvest. You did something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
People gonna forget about the tomatoes you didn't have. You know what I mean? For instance, when you go to the grocery store and you want green tomatoes and they ain't got nothing but red tomatoes and great looking red tomatoes, you gonna get those red tomatoes, you're gonna accommodate, and you're gonna forget all about those. So you gotta focus on what the harvest you got. Focus on the tomatoes that's already juicy. Focus on the juiciness of your fruits, your juicy fruits already, baby.
No, I'm glad you said that, because just being full time with Lead Your Lineage now, and like making that shift, which is really just a decision, for real. Making a shift of, hey, I'm going to focus on Lead Your Lineage full time and cover my expenses part time. Like, I know exactly what this number is I got to get to. I have several different methods to get there. It's just choosing the one that's in alignment with what's best for me being in the day-to-day operations of Lead Your Lineage. And when I was able to consciously accept that decision and focus on that tomato, my tomato right now is Lead Your Lineage, right? And being able to strategically make that shift to be like, hey, this is what the focus is. A lot of things start opening up.
Great.
Just by making the emphasis on like, hey, this is the fruit. Now I'm wearing red today, ironically. I didn't know he was gonna talk about tomatoes, and I'm wearing red. I'm the tomato right now in my own life that I'm focusing on, and being able to grow myself impacts the growth of Lead Your Lineage as well. And having that shift of,
you do look like a tomato.
I do.
My fault.
I do. Nah, you good. I said it first. Hey, look. He looked on the camera. Look.
And then I looked. I said, damn,
we have for context for the audience, we have a camera. We have a monitor in front of us where we can see ourselves. I had to say it before Cuz said it, because I knew it was gonna come up in the episode at some point. I like, Cuz, so I had to get myself first.
My fault, Cuz. Man. Go ahead,
your ass
man.
was coming.
Go ahead, man.
I knew you was gonna get with it. I already know it was coming.
Wow.
So I was like, hey, look, man, we gonna do this. You feel me? So being able to really make that transition, man, of me focusing on myself as a tomato in this example, it's really it's been a lot of stuff's been growing, and then I'm very, very, very proud. Like, I don't know when y'all gonna watch this episode. I'm gonna say this anyway. We've put out 113 episodes, cuz. That's an amazing feat. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that.
You know what,
I'm
man?
proud of
I'm
that,
proud
man.
of that too, man. You know, it'd be hard for me.
It'd be hard for us to celebrate ourselves.
Yes,
it do.
yeah.
It do. Because it's like we know how big this thing is. We're learning. Let me rephrase. We're learning how big this is going to be.
Yeah.
We're learning how big this is going to be.
Cuz learning, I already knew, man.
We're learning.
My head be. Hey, cuz I told cuz the first day, man, we gonna be huge, cuz we gonna be huge.
I think it's gonna be bigger than anything we ever imagined.
Me too, cuz.
For real.
I believe you when you say that. I believe you when you say that.
So that's when I say like we're learning that.
Yeah.
And it's like this thing is growing every single day, and it's really impactful work. And I can literally live this, and it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's challenging. It's challenging. But it's not like, oh my God, this shit sucks. It ain't like, damn, this sucks. Like, it's not like it's not
something we signed up for.
Yeah,
I feel good signing up for it.
I signed up for it. It's what I want to do. I want to have a family business. I know going in, we got to be real intentional about impacting the head space and heart space of people before we can talk about the generational wealth and all that stuff to make it sustainable. We're talking about having longevity after you and I transition to a whole different situation. This thing will still be here. If we keep doing what we're doing today, we're putting the seeds in the ground, letting the earth do what it do. Letting the universe do what it do. We're just doing our part, man. And I'm very proud to be the tomato that's growing on this earth that can feed generations to come.
Right.
This tomato is dropping seeds of knowledge and wisdom and love and compassion and all that good shit, strategy and all that.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, cuz. It's about, I think these times right now, everybody's scared, but what it's really making everybody do is be self-efficient even more.
I agree with that.
More and more and more. I was kind of hoping that this is a wake up shot. Like, people really don't care about us. People don't really care about you besides you. We need to start being more reliable in our communities again. We need to start learning how to do our own. We need electricians. We need people who know how to start doing electricity and shit, so they won't come and turn our lights off and shit. We got our own community. We pay our own bills. I do our own everything. So we just right now.
Gotta link up with your tribe.
We gotta link up and we gotta work with our best fruits. We gotta work with the fruits that's already working with the black community. Now, what those fruits is, I don't know. We gotta get together and speak that. That's one thing I feel like people always, when people got people ear, they always feel like they got something and it's the right answer. Me? Shit, not me. I feel like we all collectively got the right answer. I want to hear everybody's stuff, you know what I mean? It's some shit I don't know. I know when to pass the ball. I always tell cuz this, and I know I say it all the time, and I want people to make sure they hear me when I say this. Yep. A leader, in my opinion, is not the first one to go. It's the one who knows the right person to go. Sometimes, like I always use basketball, and I use Michael Jordan, because this is what I know. You know, Michael Jordan, he wasn't, when the missed shot was going on and it was clutch time, he knew he didn't have to worry about the damn rebound. He wasn't the first one to go for a rebound. You know why? He let his boy, Dennis Rodman, go get that shit. You go get that, because you know why? Dennis Rodman better than him at rebounding. You know what I mean? Yeah. He probably even let the point guard even bring it down to the halfway mark. But when it's time, he knows he the shooter. So he gonna get that ball, then that's when he do his part. He ain't trying to do each and every part. That's when people fuck up. Trying to go first every time, stick your chest out every time. You gonna get stabbed. This ain't your play. We gotta and everybody gotta feel important. That's how you know, that's how you keep everybody feeling good. Cause everybody got their spot. Motherfuckers, if you the leader and you feel like you Mr. Who can do it all, niggas gonna be like, shit, imagine you play basketball, I don't know, I'm just assuming. Imagine a nigga who I can rebound, I can do this, I can do that on your team. You be like, well, damn, Mr. Big Shot, what do you need me for? You know, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad leadership. We need somebody, who can be like, all right, this is who need to go. That's who need to go. And we look at our when we was having structure. A lot of people who we thought were the leaders were just the spokesmen, the chairmans. You know what I mean? All them people, man. Even Martin Luther King, he had people writing his speeches. You know what I mean? James Farmer, look it up. You know,
the people that actually financed all that. Too.
Yeah, people who actually financed that.
Russell,
you know what I mean? And hey, I know this is crazy, but we actually know. I don't even know why I thought about throwing this in there, but we actually know a person who helped Martin Luther King. We actually know their son, Brian Carter. You know what I mean? So that's crazy how we kind of tied. Dang, that's crazy. If Martin Luther King was kind of like, we almost got his number, cuz. If Brian Carter father was still alive, Martin Luther King still alive, we could have got Martin Luther King on our podcast. Ain't that crazy, cuz? Ain't that crazy?
6 degrees of separation.
How life work, you know what I mean, cuz?
We're all like
tied in.
Yeah, it's the concept of 6 degrees of separation. We all are 6 phone calls, 6 conversations away from who we want to talk to.
Yeah, cuz.
For real.
Yeah, but what I was going with that, though, is with all these leaders and all that, all these people, even Malcolm X, you know what I mean? He was the spokesman, you know what I mean? All these people was played their part. Fred Hampton, you know what I mean? Fred Hampton, chairman. He was the chairman. Everybody played their part, bro. We have lost the concept of being a follower. It's okay to be a follower when somebody is doing good. It's okay to follow somebody who's doing positive in life.
1,000,000%.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's okay. You know what I mean? Like I said, I follow Brother Carter. He one of the people I look up to. I follow Brother Hines. He one of the people we look up to. We got to be accepting to say that shit. You know what I mean? I don't mind it, bro. I like what they doing. It's human beings. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay, black man. It's okay, black people. Period. To say you like what somebody doing and you would like to follow in their footsteps. It's okay.
Yeah, you got to have somebody that, and I think that's a lot of, not a lot of it. That's a part of some of the things we're dealing with, like in our adolescence. The people that we see that are doing something positive or the lack thereof.
Explain that to me. What you mean?
Like for me growing up, for example, I had my father, I had Coach Mo, I had Coach Woody, Coach Lett, Coach Barry, and my family members, of course. Like I had all these different set of men in my family that poured into me, tribe family that poured into me. And it was like, all right, I wanted to do similar things that they do. Like now that my dad is gone, I'm getting more in touch with music. I listen to a lot of jazz music now. My dad, for those that don't know, my dad used to play drums professionally. And I be telling people, if I get on those drums and get to it,
yeah, ain't nothing but your dad. I believe
I get into it.
No, because especially since
like
you
if
don't,
I like I don't like real talk. People, I don't care what nobody talking about. If I lock in consistently for like a good 6 months, I'll be one of the best in the world at drums.
I believe you, cuz.
And I mean that shit wholeheartedly.
Cuz I believe you, cuz.
I mean that cause it's in my blood.
Shit, yeah, that's what I'm like. I believe you. Shit, I believe you.
I stand on that.
And that's just one generation away in your blood.
If I did that consistently every single day for 6 months, I'll be one of the best in the world. But that ain't my calling.
He said for 6 months. You said he ain't say for a year
that's
or two. He said
I'll stand on that shit. I stand on that. Confidently standing on that.
Hey, it's a drummer out here in this world that is willing to pay you.
That's
to do for 6 months. Hey, listen, I got this.
Yes, sir.
I got this.
I'm back up.
If y'all any drummer in there willing to challenge my cousin, and you willing to pay him 6 months, he need 6 months to hold him for his word. For real. Cuz I know it's a drummer out there like, man, hell no.
I really mean that though.
Yeah, shit, man. Hey,
so that's where I'm at with that. On the other side of that too, with like the coaches I was around, I end up coaching.
Yeah,
I end up coaching all at middle school, AAU, high school. Did some GA stuff in college. Like I like coaching because that's what I saw the men in my life. I saw them doing that. I saw how the impact that had on me. So I wanted to get into it.
Dang, that's crazy.
I'm still around it now.
Yeah.
But it's not. I'm not in it on a day-to-day basis. I go to the games.
It's a different type of coaching, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Like I was at a game on Saturday. I'm at the game. Like my Bev's oldest son, he played football.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be around it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done seen both his sons play multiple games. You know what I mean? I'm looking at people grow in that space, and I'm like, man, I'm turning into them. But that's what I saw growing up. So being able to be inspired by somebody that was older than me and pouring into me in like a role model, superhero type situation, that means the world to young people. Like when we off camera, he was like, "Yo, my son, he's seeing me in the grow room doing this, doing that. He getting curious about everything." Yeah. So you showed him how to cut the basil. You show him how to cut the lettuce. You're showing him these things. He's around you 24/7 anyway.
Yeah.
Why not teach him? So a little bit of you can rub off on him, and he can use the little of you that he got from you to be able to make a better him.
Man.
That's all life is. Just being able to have some type of influence. You got to have both too, though. There's duality in it too. You got to have somebody that you look up to and somebody that, hey, I don't want to be like this person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be keeping a buck with you.
Yeah.
It make life so much easier. Like, I love you, but I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I love you and I want to do a variation of what you got going on with my own self. You know what I mean? So having that medium to be able to have I'm in the middle and this is here and then you got this here. You got to be able to see which one you want to be, and then you can choose what you want to do. And then the byproduct of that is having the life that you imagined. But we got to really put time into really putting in the effort to like, hey, this is somebody I want to be like. Have a conversation with them. Take them out to lunch. If you got a little bread, take them to Chick-fil-A or something. Take them to Chipotle. Take them to Sweet Green or Golden Corral. Whatever. I don't know. Take them somewhere. Have a lunch with them. Go grab some tea. Go grab some coffee. Something. Go just chop it up with them. Man, and just learn from them. They will love that.
Yeah, speaking of giving people flowers, man, if y'all haven't checked it out, man, Lead Your Lineage, we give people flowers monthly, man. We got somebody else coming up too here in September. I ain't gonna spoil it with no names or nothing, any hints, but we did Jay Jones. Mm-hmm. What was that? That was this month on the 12th, wasn't it?
Nah, I think it might be in July. I don't know. Might be in July.
Yeah, July it was.
Might be in July.
It was July 12th.
So we bi-monthly.
Yeah, so it's bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly for sure.
He got it, and he got our first one, and man, and it's a real life. I want people to really see that it's a real life thing, man.
It was July because we went.
Yeah, it was July. Yeah, it was July. So, so it's a real life thing, man. We really giving people their flowers, man.
I got an idea to make that even bigger in the future. We'll
really,
talk off camera though.
Really giving people flowers and really doing this, man. It's the mission. You know, we always do the action, and I just want people to know, man. We just ain't sitting here and talking about it. We really doing it. Letting my son see that his kids saw him get that award. They see like, imagine how they made them feel like, dang, daddy, they gave you that because you a good dad, and this and that and that and the third. Yep. Yeah, I got that because I'm a good dad. He saw me taking care of y'all and being that. That inspires people. Like you said, I want to go back to what you said, talking about my son, seeing me do a lot of stuff, man. Mm-hmm. Hearing him talk at 4 and hearing him giving me ideas already at 4. Hey, daddy, well, every time we have anything, I'm talking about anything, everything. You know, kids' imagination is huge.
Absolutely.
Won't we just do it ourselves? Won't we just do it? He got that. Is it a way that we can do it ourselves, that we could benefit? You know what I mean? That's already so powerful. Yeah, he's already on that. Like what Brother Steve-O, who came to, he changed my mind when he said, I'm so glad that my son is already thinking like that. When he said, when we become nature, when we not when we come
Restoring
nature,
the natural order.
natural order. We not harming, putting everybody other selves in because of what we want. Because like he said, how he gave the example of how we be wanting these iPhones and people and families is living in hell in these in these cobalt mines.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 6 million families and all that who getting all this radiation and all of that. And like he said, man, that was one of the most things that got to my mind. I'm glad I said it. I got to drop that clip as soon as we get done with this. But he said that, man, and I'm glad my son already grasping on that, man. I was thinking like each generation, because I was telling the cuz this, I want people to understand each generation, a lot of times we get focused and we be trying to end everything with this generational dysfunction. We be trying to end it with 100%. It's not going to happen like that. It's going to happen, we end a percentage or next they end a percentage and so on, so on. Each generation gets better and better and better. Yep. And my son, it's a lot of things that I do, and he just be like, man, Daddy, why you just don't do it like this? Or, hey, Daddy, I be like, damn, I don't know, son. Shit, I ain't learned how to do it. Maybe you got to learn how to do it. You know, like anything, bro. With the lights, I got to buy better lights for my vegetables and fruits and all of that. So he was like, Daddy, can't you just make us a light? I'm like, no, son, I don't know how. He said, just look it up, do some research. He hit me with what I tell him to do. Hey, I got real quiet and started laughing. I said, this dude, who he talking to, man? Who you talking to, dude? He said, man, well, shit, do some research then. Figure out how to do it. I'm like, damn, he right. You know what I mean? And it's possible, man. And, you know, it's a lot of things that, and if we knew how to do, not only would we not save money, we can make money being more self-sufficient, man. You know, we can sell the fruits. Even like going back to me with doing all this gardening, eventually I can sell my fruits.
Yep.
I can sell my vegetables, you know.
We're about to get some land.
Prosper off of people laziness like they doing, man, because this shit is really simple and easy, man. I keep telling you, I don't want to have to sell fruits, but I will sell fruits to you. I'd rather do a trade. You know what I mean? I'd rather do a trade. But, man, growing is one of the easiest things to do. I'm going to keep saying that every podcast, man, because we got to be, like Brother Steve-O was saying, that it just hit me, man, when you said that, cuz. That's it, man, when you was talking about my son.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to get back to my green thumb, too, so I'm pulling up on you.
Yeah,
I got some sweet potatoes, cuz. You can do something with them?
Yeah.
All right, man, I'm gonna bring them up. I'm pull them up.
All right, bet. Shit, I'll do
they
something.
They're already sprouting too.
I'll do something with them, man. Yeah. Hey, cuz, man, I ain't hit you with this question in a long time.
What's up?
What you been doing to end? What generation? What dysfunction? I got one, man. If you need me to go first, what dysfunction? What dysfunction have you been working on?
What I've been working on? Honestly, shit. Believing in myself.
Yeah.
Believing in myself. To be real with you. Going back to what I said earlier about being able to like realize what's being placed in your life.
Yeah.
Like literally right in front of you. And like I literally have my dream in my hand, right?
Yeah.
I'm living my dreams right now. If I don't tighten up, I'll lose it. And I was sensing me losing it because I wasn't being as intentional as I needed to be with it. I wasn't out of whack with it or not doing anything at all. But it was like you could do more.
Yeah.
You can do more, and not from like a performance perspective, but
just life
from a, like, hey, this is an intentional perspective of like this is your gift, and this is gonna literally be able to help people as well. Mm-hmm. Why aren't you using it? And you enjoy doing it. Why aren't you doing more of it? So believing in myself more. That's really the biggest one. I'm just making that mental shift of like, hey, this is, if you believe, let me go back. My father believed in himself enough to play drums professionally.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it. He was a part of a band. And they traveled. And they played professionally. If my father can do that, I know I can do Lead Your Lineage professionally.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can because it's already in me.
Agreed.
It's just being able to take the lessons of how my father did what he did, and being able to take those same principles and apply that to what we got going on for Lead Your Lineage.
Agreed.
So yeah, just increasing my belief in myself, man, and just being like, yo, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And getting back to that core foundation of like, this is the foundation of freedom. That's why I'm doing this. If this was just about me, I would just be in the woods somewhere right now. I wouldn't even be talking on this microphone right now.
Me too, cuz.
If it was just about me, like real talk.
Me too.
Like on some real shit. If it was just about me, I'd be in the woods right now.
Me too.
Peaceful.
Me too. Not worrying about no
And
bills.
it's not like we can't get there. We got some stuff we need to get done first before we can get there.
Yeah.
And I think we're doing a good job of doing it. And I think we're going to improve and do better once we celebrate where we have been, because that's worth celebrating. Because we are worth celebrating. Because we've came a long way, personally and collectively. And I'm proud of us too. So believing in myself more and believing in Lead Your Lineage more is producing a lot of fruit.
That's how it is, cuz.
Producing a lot of tomatoes.
That's how it is.
For sure.
That's
What I've been working on. So I want to ask the same question to you. What's the dysfunction that you are working on right now that's helping you make a change in your family's life?
You know what's so crazy, cuz?
Cuz which angle, bro?
Man, I'm you know what's so crazy, cuz?
What's up?
Man, I'm working on something that I didn't even realize that I feel like all my other, when I be saying my grandpa wasn't there for my grandpa, and all that, my 4 or 5 generations of non-grandpas, I'm working on something that they was working on. Same thing, but it's just in a different way and it looks different. So what their problem was, they had balance. They couldn't balance they wants and all that. They wants outbalance their father life. They didn't want to be fathers because they had other shit to do.
Yeah.
I'm opposite right now. I'm just father life.
That's a great perspective.
And I'm not doing anything else. You know what I mean? I'm 100% productive. Cuz would tell you, if you call me any of the day, I'm either being a father, working on Lead Your Lineage, working on the original people. Like, I'm for real, man. I'm not even trying to stunt on y'all. Like, I'm not even bullshitting, you know? And I just now got to go camping, and camping made me realize that, like, I never really, I don't know, man. I gotta find balance where I'm finding what I like to do. I don't know what I like to do, having fun. I like camping, you know, because I just went in, like, but I got to start learning what I got to do again. Like, what can I do once a week? Find a day once a week and just go play basketball by myself, just go out there and hoop, or at my local YMCA or whatever it is, you know what I mean? But finding balance, because I'm a human, bro. I'm not just a machine, man. And like I say, I got this thing working in me, tick, 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 tick. So sometimes I can work and work and work, and shit can be fucked up, but I still can work. You know what I mean? Because that's just, I don't know.
I think that's like a natural thing that, I'm going to say not natural. It's an unnatural thing, going back to what Steve Bo said. It's an unnatural thing that men do to get through things.
You know what I mean?
Work.
You know, I can just do stuff all day, you know what I mean? Get work done, bro. You know,
I can too.
And I've been like that since I was little, you know what I mean? I just always, I used to have more balance. I gotta find balance. I'm going through the same thing they going through, just in a different perspective. You know what I mean? I always look at it at life. I don't always like to point. I don't always like to say I'm doing better. I always feel like we all on this level together. We all got some shit we can learn and not learn from each other. So that's one thing I'm looking at in the mirror. I'm like, damn, I get that from them. So what I've been doing, so now I just said, I ain't gonna say the dates because I ain't gonna tell everybody my business, because just asked me was I available for that. Like, nah, me and my wife going out of town. You know what I mean? We going on on her, we really, it's a business, but really not that. It's a fun after that. The business only gonna last about an hour, probably
It's
less
a business
than that.
trip.
You know what I mean? No, it ain't really. No,
For tax purposes, it's a business trip.
yeah, you know, yeah, it's just a business trip. You know, you're right about that. So we're gonna go on that, and we're gonna have fun as well. You know what I mean? Have a lot of fun. We starting to learn how to balance, have fun instead of coming right back and picking up the kids, and start right back. Nah, we said we're gonna have fun. We spending some extra little cash, all this saving up for this, saving up for this tragedy. Man, we gonna die one day. Everybody always worried about tomorrow. You gotta have some money just in case something happened tomorrow, bro. What about today? God damn, what about right now, man?
That's real.
What about right now, man?
And I think that's you said balance.
Balance. So that's what I'm working on, cuz.
I think that's a rhythm thing.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, I'm working on that, cuz. And you know what else, though, cuz?
That's real, though.
Right now, why I feel like it's so hard, because it's in my soul to be a father. It's in my soul. Like I'm fighting. It's a conflict in myself right now because it's a dysfunction that I have got genetically, but it's a dysfunction I'm working on. However, it's dysfunction in itself because I'm trying to fight a dysfunction. Let me break it down to y'all. I'm trying to fight the dysfunction of not being a father to my kids. However, I'm doing too much fathering and not doing enough self-loving, not doing enough marriaging and all that. My wife loves me and shit and all that. Trust me, we love each other. We do enough, but we're not developing the fruits we already got more. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm working on, cuz I'm working on a dysfunction within a dysfunction. Man, that's what I said, man. Writing down this and signing your name to this, man, you got to be for real. You got to be thorough with it. You got to stand 10 toes all times, every day, all day. Even when you sleep, you got to be about it, man. So, man,
That's a bar. I like that.
Yeah, bro, you gotta be about it in your dreams. You gotta be about it all the time, for real. Somebody try to fucking, hey, boy, I'm a good daddy when I go to sleep, boy. In my dreams, I'm taking care of my kids, man. I'm doing this, I'm thinking about it. So it's just, working on that, cuz.
And I want to add this to what you just said too, of the balance. Cuz call it balance. I personally call it rhythm. Because I think it's a thing that we have to maneuver through simultaneously. It's not just a like teeter-totter thing. We got to like juggle different things. So it's like you got hold of one thing, then you got to let that go, and then you can grab onto something else. But one thing's in the air, but you got to hold on to something tight.
Shit, you ain't getting fuck that. You ain't became a daddy.
I
you can't never let that mug go in the air. You can't never let it go. It always is in your hand at all times, 24/7, 365.
That's real.
You ain't married yet. When you married, that motherfucker's in your hand at all time, 365. So that's why I say, balance. It's just like I said, life perspective. You can say juggling, and people gon' go with that. And I'm going to say balance, and people going to rock with it. It's life perspective, man.
That's why we the co-hosting cousins.
You know what I mean? My daddy and them, man, they couldn't, they had a different life perspective. Yeah. That's why I said that. So it's just life perspective. Absolutely. I just want to, me, because I just like always disagreeing with shit. That was in my chart. Man, my chart, I read that bitch, man. I couldn't do nothing. They said he like being defiant, man. I don't know why, boy. I disagree, just to disagree with your ass.
Like I personally, I like having I like bringing a different perspective other people aren't thinking about.
Me too, man.
It's like, y'all ain't thought about it like this. Like we could do this to do that to be able to get to this probably about 5 years earlier if we do it like this. Yeah. But I don't know nothing. But we gonna decide it collectively though.
Sometimes get you in trouble because man, I was at work. Man. They was talking about something, man. They said something about, geez, me, I don't keep my mouth closed, man. This is just something I just thought I just put in the air, and I didn't even tell them I didn't believe in Jesus or nothing. I just said, man, I ever thought about this? God know our life is like a book before it's written, right? They said, yeah, before we even get here, God know what we're gonna do everything. Got our life written before we even in our mama womb. Yeah. So I'm like, man, so how the hell is it a judgment day? Then I said, not even think about that. How the hell is it free will? Everybody was like, yeah, man, get to stumbling. All I'm saying is,
It's perspective.
it's all perspective, man. It's just, you gotta look at life different ways.
Even on
man.
a more simplistic topic, it's one of my favorite quotes of all time, and I'm really seeing this shit on a day-to-day basis now. Dr. Deborah Blair, metaphysics and all. They go to YouTube, Dr. Deborah Blair, metaphysics, and have a field day. He said, "Truth is only the truth when you decide it's the truth."
Yeah.
And I was like, that's some of the simplest, most complex.
I don't know, man. Sometimes motherfuckers
like,
got to start
damn.
accepting facts. That's one thing. I'm glad you said that. I don't know, man. Truth to fact, because some motherfuckers got to start accepting facts. Cause,
So what's fact though? What's a fact?
A fact that it's a lot of facts in life, cuz.
You got absolute
it's a
facts.
It's a fact that
truth,
it's a fact that we need blood in our body to live. It's a fact.
Why is it called blood though?
But it's a fact that we need it. It don't matter what is it called. Well, you can name it whatever you want to call it, but we need it. It's a fact that we
need this liquid. Right?
Yeah. It's a fact. It's a fact that we need a heart. It's a fact that if you don't believe me, take your heart out.
But I said truth and fact though. Two different words, two different definitions.
It's truth. That's what I'm saying. So the truth is what you're saying. The truth is we call it a heart. That could be the truth. We can call it something else. But I'm just saying it gotta be facts because people getting all this truth and shit mixed. That's why it's all this crazy shit. Before I say this, let me say this because people be scared to say shit. Let me tell you something about cancel culture. I'm glad this came up because I'm gonna get this off my heart. Before I'm black, first of all. Can't nobody cancel me, goddammit. This motherfucker was built. I'm for real, bro. You motherfuckers, before y'all can cancel me, y'all need to be canceling Disney. Y'all need to be canceling everybody else who made fun of my ancestors, who disrespected my ancestors. That means before y'all cancel me, y'all gotta cancel this whole America, bro. You know what I mean? So all that, people can't have opinions. They be canceling people who did shit back in the day. They dig up their shit. Oh, this person said this back in the day. Well, shit, we dig up what the whole America, and 90% of the companies that was in America, everybody disrespected black people in a way. From clothing lines, from networks, TV networks, from the medical fields, everything got to get canceled. You know what I mean? Y'all can't be picking and choosing shit. You know what I mean?
But that's perception, though.
Perception, cuz. Picking and choosing shit. They want to pick and choose. Picking and choosing. That's what people do. So this is what I was about to say. I'm glad I said that, man. I'm glad I said that because I feel like this, man. Because that's what I had to say before motherfuckers feel like they can cancel. Because I know cuz be worried about, man, cuz be saying some shit might get us canceled. So I had to let you know they can't cancel me. They can't cancel us. They can't cancel nobody. Some
off the wall shit on here,
man.
Too. Yeah, we still here.
But this what I feel like, man. We need to go back to being happy of being us. Man, we got to go back to that shit and we got to tell people, nah, it's okay. For instance, man, all this weird shit with Buzz Lightyear and shit, man, I can't take your kids to movies and shit, man. A woman is a woman at the end of the day. A man is a man at the end of the day. Now, it is some man who dress up as women. Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. Be gay. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't. But at the end of the day, you a man who dressed as a woman, you know what I mean? We can't disrespect women. I feel like, and all this one gender shit, all that, bro, all y'all young people, y'all need to go back and read history, man. Y'all sound like Hitler, bro. On my mama, they sound like Hitler, cuz. One gender, one race, bro. That last time I heard that shit, bro, black people wasn't in part of that one gender, one race shit. So I don't want to hear that. Y'all sounding like y'all trying to get rid of me. You know what I mean? We gotta respect
that's
people. That's
always been the agenda, though.
Yeah, cause they be trying to step on people's toes, man. So we need to go back to being happy who you are. Yeah, you for real, bro. It's killing us. People getting all these plastic surgeries. It's killing them. People losing their moms through this shit. People losing their dads. People losing everybody. You know what I mean? All this this people I call it false flagging. You know what I mean? I can't, my life. You know what I mean? I don't know what y'all call it. I call it false flagging. Somebody misinterpreting who they really are, misinterpreting their character. That's what I call it. You know, I call it false flagging. You know, and then that's the problem right now. People portraying themselves to who they not. Man, you got to fit in. All the youth right now, what they all saying, man, if you don't fit in, people pick you out right now. That's because we have lost the ability to accept who we are and just be us. Be who the fuck you are, bro. You ain't got to be a woman to dress like how you want to dress. You ain't got to be dressing how everybody else wants you to dress in school and talk how everybody else wants you to dress. Man, be you. We have laws. You ain't got to niggas getting fucking BBL chests and shit. I don't know what it's called.
That's a thing.
Yeah, BBL.
I'm so disconnected. That's wild.
Stomachs and shit, man. We going crazy.
We getting the abs with it too. That's crazy.
Shit, it ain't called BBL though. It's called something else. So I just call it the BBL.
ABBs. ABSs.
I don't know.
That's wild.
It's just all this plastic going on, man. All this surgeries to all these pills we taking to lose weight. I don't even want to say it because I don't want them to sue us or nothing. But that pill, the people know what the fuck I'm talking about because my auntie take it, and I don't know her like that because she my daddy, my goddamn sister. But her ass was big as hell. Now she's skinny as hell. Looking like she doing drugs, taking that goddamn pill. And I told her, man, you need to get the fuck off that pill, man. Hey, you need to get the fuck off that pill. Look, and then when they stop taking that pill, what happened? They gain all that weight back, man. We gotta start. Listen, man. We gotta start being back happy who we are. Stop trying to hurry up and take that pill and lose weight and look like and have a pill like everybody else. She taking a pill, fucking up herself so she can get a pill like everybody else. Just do what the fuck you was doing in life. Do it naturally. Stop trying to be like everybody else.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Man, be you. Be if you big, embrace it. It's good to lose weight and all that, but don't try to hurry up and lose weight because you see everybody else doing it. Embrace it. Find your passion for it. Find why you want to lose weight and do you. Lose weight for yourself, for everything, man. Don't lose weight. Try to look like everybody else or try to get a body like old girl. You and old girl don't got the same fucking genetics, man.
And the to your point about culture. This conversation, what Cuz just mentioned, and he spoke on is culture. And when we look at the culture that we want to be a part of, it goes back to the quote I said, truth is only the truth. We decided the truth. People decided that was their truth, whether we agree with it or not. All the stuff that you mentioned.
They gonna say shit. I can get that. I can do this, man. That's me. That's what I want.
That's on them.
And they right. That's is what they will want you just.
But guess what? Lead Your Lineage isn't for everybody.
Shit.
And everybody's not for Lead Your Lineage. So they gonna do them regardless. And we gonna let them do them.
I don't give a damn.
And then when they see what we got going on, it was like, damn, I made a mistake. All right, I got some grace for you, but we over here this way. You're gonna have to figure that out over there. Because you decided that was your truth. And we decided this was our truth. And we gotta be accountable with that. Yes. I got grace for you. But you got to hold yourself accountable at the end of the day.
Real talk.
If that's the truth you decided, you got to live in that. Whether if it was false flagging, you being seeing a perception that wasn't of your original indigenous African nature or whatever, right? You have to live with that. I can give you grace, but that's not my emergency or my problem now. That's your choice. You got to deal with that shit. People don't want to hear that part. Mm-mm. Like go do all of that stuff. If that's what you want to do, go do that. You have to live with that. And we got love for you regardless, but we moving this way. And you moving that way. And we're gonna intersect somewhere because we look like how we look. We're gonna intersect somewhere. That's just how life is. When we intersect, it don't need to be a car wreck. At the stop sign in the intersection, both people stop, they look both ways, acknowledge the other person there, and then they go their different directions. That's what we gonna do too. We gonna stop. We're gonna acknowledge you. What up? You good? You all right? All right, bet. I'll holler at you. I love always. Peace. Keep it pushing. That's how we gotta do. They do that shit over there. That's cool.
Yeah,
we over here with it. We're lineage leaders over here.
Yeah, man. People gotta get back to being happy who they are.
But to your point,
teaching the
history,
kids that
history that you talk. I ain't even gonna say history no more. I'm reprogramming my brain not to say history. I'm reprogramming my brain not to say history. I gotta keep reminding myself that it's our story. It's my story. It's our story. When we get back to our story, we'll be able to figure out a lot of the miseducation that we've been indoctrinated in. When we get back to our story. But you have to invest time to learn your story. The good, the bad, the ugly, the great, and the indifferent. You have to learn your story. You got to learn who you are. You have to invest in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You got to love yourself too. Through all the bullshit that you done personally and to other people, you still got to find a way to love yourself. Because we all done fucked up in some capacity. In some capacity, we all fucked up. But you know what? It's okay. Because you still here to fight for another day. You're still here. So it's for a reason. But you still here though.
Yeah, man. I be teaching my kids, man, that man, we gotta embrace like all that opinion. The worst thing somebody ever told me, cuz, was that your kids grow up and they gonna have their own opinion.
So that was the worst thing somebody told you?
One of kids' advice. They said, you know one thing about kids? I said, what? They said one day they're gonna grow up and have their own opinion. You know, I didn't think nothing of it at the time because my baby was just a baby. But now I look back at it and say, that's the dumbest fucking shit you could have ever told somebody. I hope your ass see this. Stop telling people that dumb ass shit. What? Don't you want them to grow up and have an opinion? Don't you want them to grow up and know who they are? And when you have an opinion on something, that's because you have explored your perspective in life. You know what I mean? For example, why I said that is because this is why I said it, because I'm going back to being happy to who you are. And why it's important and why everything is conflicting in the world right now. Mm-hmm. And why everybody having chaos. If you don't understand who you are and you're not happy who you are in the world, you know what I mean? You're not just trying to be you. You being something else that's conflicted on the inside. It's going to conflict on the out. Because it's what? Like Steve-O said, it's unnatural. It's at the unnatural order. You get what I'm saying? So going back to what I was saying, I teach my kids, when they don't like something, let me know. Let daddy know. Mm-hmm. I don't like this food. Let daddy know. When you have an opinion about anything all the time, you don't have to like my favorite color. We don't have to like nothing alike. It's important to know who you are, not who I am, and try to please me. Don't be no people pleaser.
Right. Yeah, that's a big one. Mm-hmm. That's a big one.
Don't try to please daddy. Please yourself. Yeah. Be happy. You know, I said this before in my podcast. In our podcast, I'm saying it again. Every time my daughter asks me, "Are you happy?" I always ask her, "Is she?" And my kids don't never tell me no more. They always say, "Daddy, I'm proud of myself." You proud of me? Then I say, "Yeah." They been stop asking me, "Are they proud? Am I proud of them?" Before they telling me that they proud of themselves. I said, "Daddy, I'm proud of myself." Mm-hmm. And just in case y'all missed it, I'm gonna tell y'all why this is important, because this all correlates into being happy who you are. This is why this is important. One day, they might make an achievement in life, and I might not know how important it is to reaching their goals. And I might not respond how they want me to respond. Mm. You know what I mean? For instance, you know what I mean? Like my grandma, I actually kind of learned this from my grandma, because my grandma does this, and I just realized what she does as I got older. For instance, you know, I told grandma, "Hey, grandma, we got a sponsorship. You know, we paid it." She like, "Yay, baby, yay, 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 yay." how she was saying, I can tell she like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
She couldn't understand it or something? She didn't get what you were saying?
Yeah, she was telling, she kind of did, but she kind of didn't. I was telling her, about when we was having the stuff and how it was important, Then she was like, I was telling her the event, and I was like, she's like, so how you going to pay for it? I said, Grandma, I just told you, we just got a nice big scholar sponsorship, and I told her how much it was and stuff. She's like, oh, that's what, I said, yeah, Grandma. You know what I mean? She was just going with the yay, trying to keep me happy, you know what I mean? But how about if one of my kids said it and I'd be like, yeah, okay, son, that's a good job. How about, a lot of times parents and all that shit might be like, and you might not even know, and she would just be like, oh, okay, okay. You know what I mean?
I do. I've lived that.
Yeah, because it bounces off their head. They don't understand.
Yeah, they're not able to receive what you. Yeah.
They don't understand your goal.
Yeah.
And so it might throw you off. But if you're proud of yourself and you're not looking for somebody else to be proud of you first, because you're already proud of yourself and you understand where your goal is, guess what? You ain't got to worry about that. You ain't worry about it, And now, Daddy, you understand that Daddy's rocking with you. Daddy just don't know what the fuck you talking about. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Daddy rocking with you the whole way. Daddy just don't see your vision, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the ride. I'm just here on the blind bat on the roller coaster on your ride at your amusement park. I took my kids to the Kings Island, man. They had a great time, man. They had a great time, man. I'm talking about a ball. I don't know what made me remember it because I said amusement park, but my kids had a ball because we had fun, man. Hey,
shout out to my little cousin.
Hey, my fat baby, Pre, she got a stomach like her daddy, man. All she do is think about food, man. When your kids got choked, sometimes I don't get mad. I just be laughing. I be like, man, dealing with myself, boy.
Yeah. You damn right, yeah.
It's a motherfucker. I just be cracking up. I be like, God damn. Is this what people got to deal? See, y'all ain't gotta feed me, so you know what I mean? It ain't really bugging y'all like that. I gotta feed her, you know what I mean? So, man, we bought sandwiches and all that. It ain't no food there, man. She made a list. And she wrote, if y'all follow me on Facebook, y'all see this. And she wrote a paragraph about her experience, man. That was crazy, man. She wrote that paragraph and she wrote a to-do list before we went. And she had fine vegan food. I told her it wasn't no vegan food. We was gonna bring some food there. She said, "Nah, Daddy, they gonna have vegan food. People being vegans, I'm like, all right, it wasn't no vegan food. That was the upsetting part. I said, well, I said, she said she had fun. The only thing she could do was change was they had vegan food. So y'all heard of Kings Island. Y'all need vegan food because y'all forgot about the vegan. What about the people with vegan? Who vegan? Y'all done left the kid with who vegan almost hungry. Holla at me if you need a sponsor, man, for the vegan food. You know what I mean? God damn it. We can show you. Hey, my daughter real beautiful, man. I got 3 kids. They all beautiful, man. We can come there, take pictures and everything. Cuz can come, and me and him can take pictures and everything, man. It's a Lead Your Lineage thing. You know what I mean? For real, cuz I'm serious.
We go on a vegan food tour.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. In your city, baby.
We gonna.
Yeah.
I got to play. We're going to go to Chicago first.
Yeah, man. Oh, that'd be good.
That's right up the street.
Good. And I got a content creator we can hook up to who actually does food like that.
In Chicago?
No, in Naptown, who do food like that. And
okay.
they be doing their thing. And he can come with us so we can get those people who are already looking at people who go to food. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a place to stay.
Yeah. So
We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know me, man. Food is a good topic. That's what made me even start growing because I like food.
For real.
Shit, y'all know nothing about food, man. Food.
That's my best friend.
See, that's the good thing about having my body though, because I can eat. And I shake it off of me. If I ate, if I looked the way I ate, cause I'd be bigger than you.
Ooh, we stepped on the scale before we recorded the podcast today too.
Baby.
I was 2. I weighed myself yesterday. I was 208, and I stood on scale today. I was 210 with all my.
It was 216.
All my stuff. It was 206, 210, 210.
I'm just making up shit.
210.
216.
I had 4 eyes. I can see them things. I can
just
see
fucking
clearly
with
now.
cuz, man. I'm talking shit, man. I don't
Because the
know.
blurriness is gone.
Shit.
You feel me?
Ain't that crazy, man? Y'all big dudes be life is perspective. Look at this. Big dudes be trying to lose weight. Us little guys be trying to gain weight. Life is a perspective like a motherfucker, ain't it, cuz?
It is. It is.
Ain't that crazy?
It always truth is only the truth when you decide it's the
crazy.
truth, man.
You know,
That shit is liberating.
and you know what else thing with family? That's an issue with family perspectives. I don't know what made me just bring this up, but perspective, man. When I learned all that, going through with all that stuff with my family and having those, you know, because I actually had a family sit down and a family conversation, and we all got in one room and had a intervention, I guess what you want to call. I actually had that in real life with my own family, with my wife's family to be exact. And we all learned that everybody had different perspectives, man. Everybody thought that this person thought that. Everybody thought that this person felt this type of way. Everybody had their own on the same picture. We all was looking at it as different perspectives and all expecting everybody else to feel and saw it like you saw it.
I need you to do me a favor.
What's up, cuz?
I need you to document how that conversation was facilitated.
Yeah.
And send that to me. That I'm gonna utilize AI to create some type of asset or assessment to be able to facilitate those conversations, and we'll give it out to people.
All right, say less, cuz you know, I done did that a couple times, cuz.
Yeah, I done did a few things too. We gonna sit down and brainstorm that out. That's powerful.
Yeah.
Our tagline is we help families reconnect and heal by facilitating
and you know
conversation.
You know what's so crazy too, cuz? We also learned that too, but we heard it from the streets when we was interviewing everybody. Everybody kept saying what they kept saying. People just be letting stuff go, or this people that, and people act like they don't know. Or what I kept hearing was that everybody had fused with each other because everybody wasn't seeing the stuff the same way. What that mean? Different perspectives.
Yeah.
Y'all need to talk and get in that room and see what the truths are. Everybody might not saw what you thought that they saw. Everybody might not know the information that you may know.
For sure.
1,000,000%
right. Yep.
We all are different people, and we all know different things.
Yep.
And we all hear and get different stories. You may think that this person is siding on their side, but they don't even know your side. They just sign on their side because they done told them a horrific, bad story about you. And they like, oh, this person shouldn't be breaking the morals and values and principles of the family, and they thinking you wrong. So we all need to get in that room. And also what I learned is when we all get in that room, everybody need to shut the fuck up. When somebody giving their perspective, and that's one thing we did do good in there. Somebody giving their truth and they talk, nobody cut each other off, even if they disagreed with it. Nobody. Everybody was good and everybody listened. That was one thing so people could get it off their chest. Even if you was like, man, ain't no fucking way. You didn't say it. Nobody attacked. Nobody used attack verbs. Everybody was using, you know, I teach everybody how to do these things called I messages. I actually sent one of your friends the I messages. She said it helped her through Instagram, and I tell everybody to use those. Those really help facilitate a room because it gives people perspective on how you feel, and it gives people perspective on what you saw in the scenario without telling people like, man, you did that shit, man. You know what the fuck happened, you motherfucker. Da, da, da. It takes away the attack.
Everybody put that guard down.
It takes away, it takes away the attack. It takes away the offense. Yeah. It takes away offense and defense. Now you having a conversation instead of a sport, a debate or an argument. You know what I mean? Those are debates and arguments when you have defense and offense. What they call that in the courtroom when you have
you got an arbitration and you get to
a trial. A trial. There we go. Yeah. The trial. You know, all that arguing and debating and shit. You gotta take away all that offense, defense, and shit. You gotta take away all that, and you gotta have something that you really want to conquer. The conversation, the debate, and the argument, and all of that gotta turn into something we can conquer, something we can understand. We come into an understanding. You got to start having understanding conversations. There we go. Instead of defense and offensive conversations, understanding conversations. Understanding mean that you see somebody's perspective, they see your perspective. They are allowed to say how they feel. You're allowed to say how you feel without attacking each other because y'all are trying to come to an understanding. So I say people need to use those I messages a lot.
Absolutely. I agree with that. And I agree that we can. So I agree with that. I want to segue into this as in closing. When we recap this entire conversation and what we spoke about, we talked about culture, we talked about families and their disagreements and how they are literally resolving that conflict within the family unit and how to do so with our messages and things of that nature. We talked about how we're overcoming different things in our own lives in terms of what dysfunction we're working on, right? All of this in combination works in tandem to become a lineage leader, to become the change you want to see. So whenever you all watch this and recap this with your loved ones, be sure to have an open mind and an open heart to be able to receive. Like, listen and learn. Don't attack, like Cuz said. Be able to take something in. You may or may not agree with it, and that's okay, because it's not an attack on you. It's an attack on the issue and not you. Shout out to Thomas too for putting us on game on that when we had him on the podcast several episodes ago.
Thomas Coleman.
Check that episode out too.
Just go to the playlist.
Yep, it'll
and go to
there.
Lineage Leaders and click on that.
So
Thomas Coleman.
When we look at having these conversations, facilitating them with our family and with our friends and things in the community, things of that nature, we have to be able to listen, to love, and be intentional about solving the problem and not attacking the people. Because we can't reconnect and heal in these conversations, we're going to be in the same place we are right now 50 years from now. And we don't want that.
We're going to be in the worst predicament.
We don't want that. Y'all don't want that. So let's do the work. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Lead Your Lineage. Make sure you like, share,
Tipping ain't easy, baby.
To the podcast.
Somebody got to do it.
Look, lead yourself so you can lead your lineage. It's all love always. Family is the foundation of freedom.
If
you need some help, reach out to us. We got you. We love y'all. Until next time. Peace.
John Lee. We got John Lee in the building.